Reese here from Vaucluse with another production update on our Ultralight Backpack Ventilation Frame that we are launching with a lot of excitement. I'm delighted to say that the frame is 99% complete. There is just one tiny, minuscule functionality that we have to change before we can send this out to all our pre-order customers. Let me explain to you what it is. As they say, the last mile is always the longest, and that is the case here. So I have with me tons. This is just a small sample of all of the different parts that we've been able to produce and manufacture. And I'm going to show you in this video as well how we manufacture these. It's really, really cool. It's very high tech, and that's what allows this to be so light. And so I'm just showing you, we've got tons of parts. There's just this one slight modification that we have to do. I'm going to show it kind of on this backpack on this video, this angle, and I'm going to take you to a closer angle so you can see what it's all about. So I have this frame on just a very basic day pack. As I've mentioned in other videos, the frame can be attached on lots of different backpacks of lots of different sizes, and we even have customers that have packed with a backpack up to like 55, 65 liters. This is just an example. So the frame sits on this, and the one thing that we're having an issue with, and this, you come across this stuff right when you actually have the physical piece of product in your hands. And the one thing that we've been I guess struggling with is how to keep this loop. So I can show you the frame can be easily attached on any backpack, and what there's a loop around the strap, and then it snaps in, and these loops are supposed to stay snapped in. And so we're just, with the material that we've used, and I'll walk through what material we've used. This plastic is made out of the same material as milk cartons, so it's easily accessible and it's easily recyclable. So there's nothing bad about that, which I'll get into in a second, but let me show you. It's probably all black on the video, so I'll show you on this other screen what we're facing. So here we are with this angle of the frame, and as you can see, it's flexible, it's super smooth, it's really, really comfortable, and it's light, and it's great. Now, the one thing that we're having a struggle with is that, and this is why I wore this shirt, so you could probably see it better, is that this loop, which goes around the strap, then snaps in right here. And so the challenge that we're having is that when it's on the backpack, and maybe I'll show you with it on the backpack, when we have it on the backpack, and obviously as you're hiking and you're moving, these things can snap off. Now, we can do a little workaround and just put Velcro there, and that would work. And we're more than likely going to send you to our customers the Velcro so everything stays in place. However, I want to make sure that these things don't pop off so easily. Now, you might be wondering, well, why didn't you think about this before? Like, why is this such an issue now? And I understand the customers out there that are a little frustrated, or maybe more than a little frustrated, is that when we were designing this on a computer and created prototypes, all of the different materials that we were using were different, and the way it finally is produced is all very different to when you get it as the customer. So there's only so much that we can analyze and assess in the beginning and along the way, but when we actually are right then and there ready for manufacturing, and we actually get the physical product as it's going to be sent to you, that's where we can do the final assessments. And when you make one minor change, and I've mentioned this in other videos, it has possible repercussions. And unfortunately, the repercussion here is that everything else is fantastic. However, these loops just pop off a little too easy. And as the president of Vaucluse, and I know everybody's waiting for it, and they're being like, well, it's been pre-ordered for a while. Well, I cannot, in good faith, send this product the way it is. That's not how this was designed to work, and that's why we've just got to pause for a moment and fix this. What does this mean for the shipping dates? Well, obviously we're not going to be shipping them in the next day or two. We have to resolve this. The team is working on it. I'm in collaboration with them. I spent the last nearly four or 5 days out with the team to try and resolve this, so they're fixing it. And I'm going to keep you up to speed, all customers out there, about the estimated next window to ship these. Well, let me walk you through some of the things that have to happen in order to get this final product into your hands, because I think it's very cool and it's somewhat transforming how backpack frames are made. Now, what I'm showing you is some of the video shot during my trip out to the manufacturing facility where we're having these frames made. The machine that you can see in the background is operated by a highly skilled technician, and it's an injection molding machine. The machine uses 300 tons of pressure to inject the material, which I'm going to get to in a second, into a cast, into a mold that creates the pressure so that the cavity itself is filled, and then you have a frame that is pretty much technically one piece. And so it's one piece on both sides to make it very strong, very durable, and really can withstand the rigors of everyday use. And it's being manufactured here in the United States, which we are very proud of, and we're using technology that injection molding is not necessarily what I've seen used in frames. It's used to make other pieces of gear to make it strong. However, frames, I think, and you'll see this when you get your Vaucluse ultralight frame, it's really going to benefit how you hike because the frame is strong and light. So now let me get into the material that we're using. We are using a high quality, high density polyethylene material, and the acronym is HDPE. I'm reading my notes so I don't make a mistake. It is the same material used to make milk cartons, and so the frame is lightweight, it's strong, it's non-toxic, it's food grade, and best of all, it's recyclable. Also, another great thing about this frame is that we've been able to now get this frame to 3.3 ounces. That's otherwise 93.55 grams and 1/5 of a pound. So this frame is phenomenal. It's super light, and I'll do another video about all the different ways that you can use it. But one of the great things that you can do is if you don't want it, and I hear a lot of people say, well, I want to keep the backpack next to me, you can pop this off. I did it very quickly. Fold both sides, it's flat, and put it in your backpack, and you don't need it. And then if you're hiking or doing something rigorous, you take this off, you don't need it. But if you're going down someplace that's flat and you just need a breath of fresh air on your back, take it out, assemble it within a minute, and put it back on the backpack. And the last point that I'm going to make about the frame is its comfort. Because it is one piece on both sides and designed with injection molding, this surface that's going to be on your back is completely flat, completely smooth, and completely flexible. So that way, no matter how your back moves, this is just going to be, it's just going to move smoothly on your back, and there's not going to be any rough edges. It's not going to be rubbing like this massive pieces of material on your back. It's going to be very, very comfortable. My sincerest gratitude to everybody for being so patient. I know that I'm saying, oh, it's going to be in 2 weeks. It's going to be in 1 week. We're at the last mile because there literally is one last tiny functionality that needs to be fixed. Every other issue that we faced, we've resolved them. This is the one piece that we've tried to resolve for probably over a month, and we are nearly there. So thank you for your patience, and I look forward to getting all orders out to customers very, very soon. You will be getting a message from me, a direct message by email, and if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. We are here for you to answer your questions and to get your order out ASAP. Thank you so much, to sweating less, and see you on the trails.